Executive. The functionaries who take day-to-day decisions but do not exercise supreme power on behalf of the people are known as executive. They are called executive because they are in charge of the execution of the policies of the government. In a democratic country, two categories make up the executive. They are political executive and permanent executive. Political executive, they are elected by the people for a specific period. They take major decision. Political leader fall in these categories. Permanent executive, they are appointed on a long-term basis. They are also known as civil servants. They maintain in office and remain there even when the ruling party changes. They work under political executive and assist them for carrying out daily administration of the country. Dear students, can you recognize the photo? Yes, he is our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Let me tell you about the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is the head of the government and actually exercises all the government powers. The President appoints the leader of the majority party or the coalition of parties that commands a majority in the Lok Sabha as a Prime Minister. In case no single party gets a majority, the President appoints a person most likely to secure a majority support. The Prime Minister does not have a fixed tenure. He continues in power as long as he remains the leader of the majority or the coalition party. Dear students, as we have discussed about the Prime Minister, now let's see the powers of the Prime Minister of India. The Prime Minister has wide-ranging power. These are: the Prime Minister is free to choose ministers as long as they are members of Parliament. He chairs and takes most of the decisions in the cabinet meetings. He coordinates the work of different departments and his decisions are final in case disagreements between departments. He exercises general supervision of different ministers and all ministers work under his leadership. He distributes and redistributes work to the ministers. He also has the power to dismiss ministers. Students, let's discuss about Council of Ministers. It is the official name for the body that includes all the ministers. It usually has 60 to 80 ministers of different ranks. The Council of Ministers have collective responsibility. The Council of Ministers comprise first cabinet ministers. They are usually top-level leaders of the ruling party or the parties who are in charge of the major ministries. Cabinet is the inner ring of the Council of Ministers. It comprises about 20 ministers. Ministers of state with independent charge are usually in charge of smaller ministries. They participate in the cabinet meetings only when specially invited. Third, ministers of state. They are attacked to and requested to assist cabinet ministers. Now, let's see How are the Council of Ministers appointed? After the appointment of the Prime Minister, the President appoints the Council of Ministers on the advice of Prime Minister. They are usually from the party or the coalition that has majority in Lok Sabha. Sometimes a person who is not a member of parliament can also become a minister. But such a person has to get elected to one of the houses of parliament within 6 months of his appointment. It is not possible for all ministers to meet regularly and discuss everything. The decisions are taken at cabinet meetings. So, parliamentary democracy is most countries is often known as cabinet form of government. The secretaries provide the necessary background information to the ministers to take decisions regarding the matter.